People always ask me how I know when a painting is finished, and for me it's when I'm only making small changes and eventually there's nothing left that bothers me. Hi there, I'm Janine. I'm an artist and I share my creative journey on this channel. In this video I'm adding the final finishing touches on a few paintings and I'll show you exactly what I look for when a piece is nearly done. I focus on a few things, for example, colours that feel disconnected and marks that drew too much attention or areas that need to be softened a bit, or where I need to repeat elements on the canvas for a better flow. I'll walk you through how I decide what's worth changing and what I better leave alone, so you can get an idea for your own decision making at the end of a painting. I think my large canvases are nearly finished, so I just want to make a few last tweaks on them. This one, first I thought this might bother me, that there's this pinky area and that's kind of almost disconnected from this, but I actually quite like it. I like that it's a bit of a dissonance. But I think I could mirror this colour up here, so at least that takes your eye around. So it's very similar to this premix colour that I've got. It's like a mauvey colour. I don't actually know what's in that one. Some sort of mixture between cadmium red deep, ultramarine and yellow oxide and white. So I just want to add actually I also, before I do that, I think maybe I'll add a little bit of the pink up here as well, and I might put that underneath the colour I'm about to add, and then that will kind of fix it in place. Just the tiniest smidge. Might already be too much of the pink. And I think that kind of balances that out a little bit. And then this area, I think I just want to do a little bit more homogeneous. So I'm just going to take this light colour that's quite similar to what's already on here. Just add that on top to where it's still a little bit too textured. And then I'll also try and blend it into this area at the top here. Just thinking if I should make it a bit more this slightly darker and more yellowish colour. So I don't know even if that did anything, but I do like it more. This painting here I don't want to do much to, but I think this blue is splitting this yellow area in half, and actually I also think it could do with a touch of more reddish bright here. So I'm going to do something very transparent. I've got some transparent medium here. Add a bit more yellow. And just go over that blue area. Maybe a bit of the yellow as well. It just adds a little bit more oomph. Yeah, I love that actually. Just adds a nice bit of an eye catcher. I think I'll even take it up here.
If you like this video, consider subscribing.
I'm liking it more, but I think the blue is actually too much of a contrast to the other colours. So I want to bring it more into the kind of purpley, pinky family. So I still wanted it to look blue, but I want it to be a little bit more harmonious. So what I've done is I've mixed a lot of glazing fluid with the red and the yellow from my palette to contrast that blue, or to counterbalance that blue. I'm going to go over it with a glaze, so it's going to be a really thin layer. I hope it's dried enough. Might be too thin, we'll see.
and trying to spread it evenly over the blue areas. So the glazing fluid has a little bit of retarder in it, which gives me a little bit more working time before it dries. So I can try and make it a bit more smooth. There's a lot of yellow in this brush for some reason. I'm trying not to get loads of visible brush strokes. Now put a lot more red in. Let's see what that does. I need more glazing fluid. Still looking a little bit too patchy in some places. Like down here, for example. I think I need to add this purple in some other places as well. I also think it'd be nice to have a bit more bright yellow down here. Let's see if I can sand away a little bit here. And then I can have this come back in a little bit more. I do like the purple down here, but I think it might be a bit too dark. Even though it's obviously not very dark, but... And now I also want to add a bit more lightness up here. Maybe I'll even carry it over here. Here I do actually love all the energy with the pastel marks, but I do want to take just some of it back a little bit so it's not too confusing. So I'm just trying to get sort of the same colour as the background that the mark sits on, and then go over the mark just a little bit. Takes it back a notch.
I hope that gave you a better idea of what those final tweaks can look like. Sometimes it's just about softening something a bit or repeating an element that's already there. If you've been unsure about when to stop or how to finish a piece, I hope this helped you see what to pay attention to. And if you want a bit more guidance on how to bring balance and harmony to your paintings, I've put together a free guide that breaks down the exact steps I use. It's called the Intuitive Artist's Composition Guide, and it'll give you a simple process you can follow to assess your own work and to feel more confident about your decisions as you paint. And you can get that via the link in the description box. And if you want to see all the final paintings, they are now all available on my website. There's also a playlist showing the whole process of these from start to finish, and you can watch that via the link below. Thanks and bye bye.